I think Miami has a lot at stake this year. Like we talk about pressure on Florida, I think there's a ton of pressure on Miami. This could be a pivotal year for the Canes in 2024. And the reason for that being, this is a chance for Miami and Mario Cristobal in year 3 to use this season as a billboard at the high school recruiting level. And you're saying, JD, they've already been killing it at the high school recruiting level. They absolutely have. Do not misunderstand me. Top 10 class in 2023, top 5 class in 2024. But when you look at the way they're adding talent right now, I think some of that is Mario Cristobal just being a dog on the recruiting trail. That's obvious. Plus their resources, plus the trajectory they're headed towards, like those things are all factoring in. That usually will only play a large factor the first 2 seasons for a head coach. The third year, it's like, okay, show me something. Third year, it's like, hey, where's the hardware? Show me the return on investment here if I'm a recruit to go and play for you. But if they win, if Miami goes out and wins the ACC or they make the college football playoff and things like that, that opens up the floodgates for what they're going to do in acquiring talent. It's also worth noting now, it's all on paper at Miami. It's all there on paper. There is not a yeah, but built in for Miami, where previously the first year you say, yeah, but it was first year on the job. Year 2 you say, yeah, but they didn't have a quarterback, it turns out. Their first year OC, still trying to figure it out together. First year DC for Miami. Like they're trying to get some things together. You're not saying that this year. You're looking at this roster and you're saying, okay, quarterback and Cam Ward, who was one of the best dudes in the portal. Offensive line, Francis Mawanoa, stud, along with what they have on the rest of that offensive line. Defensive lineman now, you got Simeon Barrow Jr. through the portal. You got Ruben Bain, who's back for more. Added a playmaker on the offensive side of the ball, wide receiver in Sam Brown. Damian Martinez at running back, who's a 2,000-yard guy, his 2 years in college so far. Like, you understand what I'm saying here? If you're looking at this roster and you're looking at the way this organization is built, there's not a whole lot of reasons where you say, that makes sense. That's why they weren't successful. Those aren't there anymore. Those aren't there. Everything is there on paper. And so to be able to be successful in 2024 and achieve all they want to achieve, that sends the message loud and clear that, hey, when you give us what we need as a staff, if you come to Coral Gables, we will utilize you, we will develop you, and guess what? We're going to win ball games. And I've said this a lot on this show, but if you are the school of choice in the state of Florida, I don't think we can overstate the impact that can have on what your team can accomplish. Like if you start stockpiling classes with talent from that state, you're probably winning conferences. You're probably making the college football playoff. Heck, I'll go ahead and say I wouldn't be surprised if they start winning national championships. Major if they recruit the state of Florida consistently at a top-tier level. Reason for that being, you look at the NFL draft just this past season. Look at this most recent NFL draft. The state of Florida had the most dudes drafted. 30. I didn't say 13, 30 dudes drafted from that state alone. Now, I'm biased. I love my home state of California. Lived in Texas for a long time. Numbers don't lie, man. Like numbers aren't lying to you here. To have that many dudes drafted from one state, what does that tell you? If you lock down the state, if you end up being the school of choice in the state, I think you have some pretty good things on the horizon for you for your football team. And I'll also say this, I think a lot of kids want to go play at Miami. They need a reason to do so. This is a smaller storyline, though, built in here. Transfer portal quarterback recruiting isn't going anywhere. Look at the best odds to win the national title over at FanDuel. Of those top 5 teams, 3 of those top 5 teams will be playing a starting quarterback from the transfer portal. So if Cam Ward goes out there and balls, I think that sends a pretty strong sales pitch for Mario Cristobal, for Shannon Dawson, the rest of their time in Coral Gables, that, hey, if you want to come play here, look at what Cam Ward did. Hey, you're a high-level FCS guy. Hey, you were a high-level G5 guy at the quarterback position. Maybe you're a power conference quarterback, and you're just looking for a new home. You can help us. Cam Ward came here, and he won the ACC. Cam Ward came here. We made the college football playoff. The sales pitch you can make if he has success, the way that Miami expects to have success going forward, that's massive. That's absolutely incredible. And Miami's interesting in the sense that if they get momentum, a lot of people make jokes about the way the stadium's not filled up and about the lack of buzz around the university right now in their football team when it comes to what they do on Saturdays and their lack of success. If you end up winning out there, It's a lot like USC to me in the sense that if you're not winning, there's other things to do. But if you are winning, that place will buy in tenfold. The juice around Miami when they start winning will be very, very palpable. And that in itself is just a snowball effect. Makes it better for recruits when they come visit. You watch a broadcast on TV, you say, oh, Miami, they got something cooking over there. Like there's a lot of things that can really add some more fuel to this fire. But again, the key piece of this, you got to start winning. You got to win at a high level. They've made major strides from year 1 to year 2. Year 2 to year 3, we'll see what happens. But again, this is a chance to be a massive billboard year at the high school level for recruits. You lock down the state of Florida, you're probably winning championships to some degree. And if you are able to have success with Cam Ward, or just transfers, period. Simeon Barrow, Damian Martinez, Sam Brown. If you have success at the transfer level, especially the quarterback position, that's a pretty nice sales pitch to make going forward because I think the portal is only going to become increasingly important when it comes to the makeup of championship football teams in college ball. Hey, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.